Hey y'all, welcome to our Georgia suburban homestead, but this is my version of Tom Kha Ghai. I do grow my own lemongrass and kaffir lime leaves, and when the weather's warmer I have Thai basil. Tonight I don't have Thai basil, but it's not an actual requirement, it just makes things tastier. Now usually I'll use either swai or basa fish or boneless chicken and chicken tenders, but tonight we have chicken thighs that are thawing right now. But I want to show you the ingredients, and I'll put the ingredients down below in the introduction section, so that if you want to try to make this, it's easy. It's got a couple of things you'll have to look for, but if you have any Asian stores in your area, this should be easy to find. First we have homegrown lemongrass and homegrown kaffir lime leaves. The lime leaves are used much like bay leaf is used in Italian cooking or European cooking. This is used in Asian cooking. Several different cultures will use this. You shred them up and put them into masalas and curries and soups. Other essentials are onions and garlic, garlic paste and ginger paste, here's the ingredient that you may have to look a little bit for. It's Thai fish sauce. That's an essential. This is Korean hot pepper paste. It's got garlic and chilies in the chili paste. I use shredded bamboo. I like the shredded texture better than the little wide chunks of it. These are straw mushrooms. Table sugar. Then I have some soy sauce that has been marinated with garlic and shiso, which is a Japanese herb that I'll use. Now, the husband has food allergies, so we don't use any citrus in his cooking. So for the lime juice that this recipe calls for, we'll use apple cider vinegar. It's not the same, but it gives you the acid that you need for the correct flavors in this. And just a little bit of sesame oil. I know those of you who need to measure things out are going to be crazy with my cooking because I don't measure. I just put a little bit in. It adds a dimension to the flavor that's really quite nice. Alright, so while our meat is thawing, I'm going to prep. And this is lemongrass from our 8-year-old, 9-year-old pot of it. It's on the back porch. And the outside fronds are kind of sad, so I went ahead and went into the center of the pot. Now, after I move this out in the spring, they'll all plump back up like this. But you just basically slice that up. So I've put a little sesame oil in this pan. I'm going to let it heat up just a little. And this is some really fatty chicken. So I'm going to put some chicken fat in so it can render a little bit and add some flavor. And I might leave it in and go ahead and cook in the stew. You don't have to do that. You don't have to eat the fat. I happen to like fat, and that's why I am fat, probably. But that's okay. More to love. Charlie seems to prefer me big. Do you prefer me big? Watch how you answer.
You're fine however you are, baby.
Oh, what a sweetie. See, he's been married 41 years, so he knows how to be a diplomat. Okay. So the first thing I like to add will be the onions. Again, we have a meat-based diet, so I'll be using meat-based things. But if you're vegan or vegetarian, you can do this with chunks of tofu. I recommend frying your tofu in oil so it's browned on the edges before you add the other ingredients. But you can use vegetable broth or just plain water. You're not limited and say, I can't do this dish because you're vegan. So we're going to wait till the onions are translucent, which takes maybe 2 minutes, maybe less. You smell that ginger. Now, you can use fresh ginger, and it would add another dimension to the dish. But sometimes it's hard to get where we are, so I usually will have a jar of ginger paste and a jar of garlic paste on hand. Fresh is always better. So now I'm going to add lemongrass, and garlic, stir that around a bit, and we're going to give it about a minute. It is at this point that you would add your kaffir lime. So I'm going to lift just a little bit of this out and put it in a frying pan over off camera here. And add the kaffir lime, so when my soup is served, I'll put that on my soup. It won't be the same as it would be cooking not the same as it would be if you were cooking it all together, but you gotta keep hubby healthy. So as you see, I added the chicken and I'm stirring it just a little. Got the heat up pretty high. Well, I don't wait till the chicken's cooked all the way through, but I will start adding the other ingredients. So you want 32 ounces of your broth or 32 ounces of water or whatever base liquid you're using. And this is when you add that. What I just did is added a little bit of broth to my kaffir lime. And then we wait for that to come up for a boil. And I just spilled my apple cider vinegar all over the counter, so I need to get more of that. You want, if you're not using a lime, you kind of guesstimate how much juice a lime would have. Now, the recipe calls for a couple of tablespoons of fish sauce. You really don't skip your fish sauce. I may end up putting more of that in there because I like the flavor it gives. Stir that in. We're still waiting for you to boil. Starting to simmer, it gets its mushrooms. It'll get its shredded bamboo. Our cans get rinsed and put in the recycle. Coconut. Then we're going to open the non-sweetened coconut milk. This particular brand comes from Vietnam. And put it in. Minutes. Totally forgot. Tablespoon of just table sugar. That cuts the heat. And if you're ever in a restaurant where you get into something a little bit hotter than your tongue can abide by, then use some table sugar. It'll cut the pain. Now, if you want it a little creamier, you add another can of coconut milk. But then once you get your coconut milk in here, then you set it for another 10 minutes. She's frying the bowl and it's hot, so I'm putting it on a plate for you, honey. Okay. So. A 1 out of 10, what is it?
It's a solid yum yum.
It's a solid yum yum.
I'm going back to the office.
Okay, go back to your office.
It is a little hot.
It is, yeah, temperature wise.
Yeah.
Wanted to show you what it looks like with the kaffir lime on the top. I'm going to go eat. Thank you so much for helping me cook tonight. I hope you are intrigued by my recipe. That will be in the information section below with the ingredients. You need to watch the video for the process. It's not rocket science, okay? But thank you for your time. Make sure you subscribe. Help me grow my channel. Give me the thumbs up. Give me a comment. Especially if you try this, let me know how it turned out for you. Until next time, see ya.